Dear students, today as part of our paper Environmental Studies, we are going to deal with Biogeographic classification of India. Biogeographic classification of India is the division of India according to biogeographic characteristics. Biogeography is the study of the distribution of species, that is biological species. You may take for instance the flora and fauna, organisms, that is microorganisms as well as ecosystems in geographic space and through geological time. So time and again I am stressing on this geographical space. So in India we have the Himalayas, the coastal line, the hills, that is the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats, and we have the Deccan Plateau, the Ganges Plain, and so on and so forth. So all these contribute to the diversity of India. So we have a long coastline, and we are also characterized by a marine diversity. So this particular study of biogeographic classification of India brings all of these into that. So India ranks 4th in Asia and 10th in the world amongst top 17 mega diverse countries in the world. So there are 17 mega diverse countries in the world, in which India is ranked 10th, and in Asia it is ranked 4th. So in the top 17 ranks in the world, 4 ranks are taken by Asians and the 4th rank is by India. So we have to think in such a way. India harbors nearly 11% of the world's floral diversity, comprising over 17,500 documented flowering plants. So we have 17,500 plants which constitute 11% of the world's floral diversity. So in the sense, if you multiply into 10, then you may assume that there will be 17 or 1,75,000 floral plants. So near about 1,75,000 flowers have been so far documented, among which 11% are from India. So there are 6,200 endemic species, 7,500 medicinal plants, and 246 globally threatened species in only 2.4% of world's land area. So India constitutes only 2.4% of world's area, but it harbors not only 17,500 flowering plants but also 6,200 endemic species, that is species that undergo some kind of threat, and we have 7,500 medicinal plants. So endemic species, you can also say that these are unique to this particular land. So we are diverse in a unique way, and 246 globally threatened species are also here in India. So India is also home to 4 biodiversity hotspots. Andaman and Nicobar is 1, Eastern Himalaya is 2, Indo-Burma region is 3, and the Western Ghats is the 4. These are the hotspots of biodiversity in India. Hence, we have this particular concept of biogeographical study pertaining to India's natural heritage assuming importance. At the broadest level, referred to as realm by Woodward. So realms have been divided, biogeographic regions have been divided into realms. All of India fall in the Indo-Malayan realm. So most of the Indian regions, they fall into Indo-Malayan realm. So Malaya, you know, the part of Southeast Asia. So this has been categorized as part of India, has been categorized as part of Indo-Malayan realm. So from India to Southeast Asia, the diversity is almost the same. That is the meaning. And here in Indo-Malayan realm, we have the exception of the high Himalayas. So Himalayan mountains, particularly the huge and tallest mountains, are being categorized into Palearctic realm. Most of India, as already said, or the Indian subcontinent, fall into Indo-Malayan terrain, and it covers India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan and Sri Lanka. The Hindu Kush, Karakoram, Himalaya and Patkal ranges bound the bioregion of northwest, northeast, and these all constitute the Palearctic region. So Hindu Kush, Karakoram, Himalaya are a major biogeographic boundary between the subtropical and tropical flora fauna of the Indian subcontinent and the temperate climate Palearctic realm. The Nicobar Islands have a unique feature, and they are categorized as Sunda land, and Sunda land is a bioregion of the Indo-Malayan realm. So bioregions are formed, and in India we have this unique Sunda land also, and this belongs to Andaman Nicobar Islands. Based on Auslan and others classification through the Worldwide Fund of Nature, 14 terrestrial biomes or habitat types have been classified. So among that, the terrestrial biomes of India are tropical and subtropical moist broadleaf forests, tropical and subtropical dry broadleaf forests, tropical and subtropical coniferous forests, temperate broadleaf and mixed forests, temperate coniferous forests, tropical and subtropical grasslands, savannas and shrublands, flooded grasslands and savannas, mangroves, deserts and xeric shrublands. So near about 11 types of terrestrial blooms have been placed within this Indo-Malayan realm and Palearctic realm. And in Palearctic realm you have temperate coniferous forests and mountain grasslands. So together Indo-Malayan realm and Palearctic realm, they together form 11 realms, that is biomes. There are also zones. The first zone being Trans-Himalayan region. The Himalayan ranges immediately north to the Great Himalayan Range are called the Trans-Himalayas. It comprises 3 biogeographic provinces: Ladakh Mountains, Tibetan Plateau and Himalayan Sikkim. It accounts for 5.6% of the country's landmass. This region mostly lies between 4,500 to 6,000 meters and is very cold and arid. The only vegetation is a sparse alpine steppe. Extensive areas consist of bare rock and glaciers. The Trans-Himalayan region with its sparse vegetation has the richest wild sheep and goat community in the world. The snow leopard, black and brown bear, wolf marmots, morbid cat, ibex and kyang is found here. These are the fauna variety. And we have the migratory black-necked cranes, which is the bird variety, chief bird variety here. Zone 2 is Himalayas. The Himalayas consist of the youngest and loftiest mountain chains in the world. The 2,400 kilometers long Himalayan mountain arc have a unique biodiversity owing to their high altitude, steep gradient and rich temperate flora. Biogeographically, they form part of Palearctic realm, as said already. The Himalayas have 3 biogeographical provinces: Northwest Himalayas, West Himalayas, Central Himalayas and East Himalayas, which together constitute, that is Central Himalayas and East Himalayas together constitute one particular biogeographical province, and these all together form 6.4% of the country's area. Tropical rainforests predominate in the eastern Himalayas, while dense subtropical and alpine forests are typically in the central and western Himalayas. Oak, chestnut, conifer, ash, pine, and deodar are abundant in Himalayas. So these kind of floral variety you find in Himalayas. Important animals living in Himalayan region include wild sheep, mountain goats, ibex, musk deer, and serow. Most of them has been already categorized in the previous zone also. However, carnivorous are scarce and often locally threatened. So carnivorous animals that feed upon both vegetarian and non-vegetarian food, they are very scarce. So zone 3 is the Indian desert. The third zone is the Indian desert. This region consists of two biogeographical provinces. The larger is the Thar or Great Indian Desert adjoining Pakistan, and which comprises Rajasthan and parts of Punjab and Haryana. The Indian part of the Thar occupies 1,70,000 square kilometers, and in miles it can be said as 66,000 square miles. The climate is characterized by very hot and dry summer and cold winter. Rainfall is less than 70 centimeters. The plants are mostly xerophytic. Babul, kikar, and wild date palm grow in areas of moderate rainfall. The Indian bustard, a highly endangered bird, is found here. Camels, gazelles, foxes, spiny-tailed lizards, and snakes are found in hot and arid parts of the desert. The Rann of Kutch, which lies in Gujarat, is the second biogeographical province. The Rann is a large area of salt marsh that spans the border between Pakistan and India. The larger part is located mostly in Gujarat. It is divided into Great Rann and Little Rann, each with distinct characteristics and fauna. The Rann of Kutch is the only large flooded grassland zone in the Indo-Malayan region. From here, let us move to the Western Ghats. The mountains along the west coast of peninsular India are the Western Ghats, which constitute one of the unique biological regions of the world. The Western Ghats extend from the southern tip of the peninsula, that is 8 degree north of the equator, and extends towards the northwards about 1600 km to the mouth of the river Tapi. That is from 8 degree north to 21 degree north it moves, and it covers near about 1600 kilometers. The mountains rise to average altitude between 900 to 1500 meters above sea level, intercepting monsoon winds from the southwest and creating a rain shadow in the region of the east. Even Tamil Nadu becomes a rain shadow region, and rain predominantly showers in Kerala region. The varied climate and diverse topography create a wide array of habitats that support unique sets of plants and animal species. Apart from biological diversity, the region boasts of high level of cultural diversity as many indigenous people inhabit its forests. The Western Ghats are among the 25 biodiversity hotspots recognized globally. These hills are known for their high levels of endemism expressed at both higher and lower taxonomic levels. Most of the Western Ghats endemic plants are associated with evergreen forests. The region also shares several plant species with Sri Lanka. The higher altitude forests were, if at all, sparsely populated with tribal people. Rice cultivation is in the fertile valley proceeded gardens of yearly commercial crops like areca and pepper. So from here, let us shift to Deccan Plateau. Beyond the Ghats is Deccan Plateau, a semi-arid region lying in the rain shadow of the Western Ghats. This is the largest unit of peninsular plateau of India. The highlands of the plateau are covered with the different types of forests. Anamudi is the highest peak in this region. The Deccan Plateau is surrounded by the western and eastern Ghats. These Ghats meet each other at the Nilgiri Hills. The Western Ghats included the Sahyadri, Nilgiri, Anamalai, and Cardamom Hills. Many rivers such as Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri originate from Western Ghats and flow toward east. So, another important region is Gangetic Plain. The north is the Gangetic Plain extending up to the Himalayan foothills. This is the largest unit of Great Plain of India. Ganga is the main river after whose name this plain is named. The aggradational Great Plains cover about 72.4 million hectares area, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra forming the main drainage access in the major portion. The thickness in the alluvial sediments varies considerably with its maximum in the Ganga plains. The physiogeographic scenery varies greatly from arid and semi-arid landscapes of the Rajasthan plains to the humid and perhumid landscapes of the Delta and Assam Valley in the east. So, with these observations of mine pertaining to biogeographic classification of India, I conclude my lecture. Thank you very much.